Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. I think today is Wednesday. I think it's Hump Day. So happy Hump Day to everyone. I forgot that I said alive, and I was just around my house, child, chilling and relaxing, and it was 8:55, and I was like, wait a minute. I think I got alive. And girl, I had to hurry up and get a thumbnail together. Okay. Had to get a thumbnail together. I had to go get my ice out the kitchen, child, close my window, put a shirt on, go pee, and here we are together. Okay. Because why? This is what I do. Okay. Now, while it ain't much to get into, it's a few things to get into, and that is why we are here together as one. Okay. But y'all do a couple of things for me. Make sure to like the video. Okay. Subscribe to the channel. Okay. Comment in the comment section. Be interactive with me and with yourselves and whatnot. Okay. Like, comment, share, subscribe, comment. It's always welcomed. We were also live yesterday, so that I still have not fixed my thumbnail because the outfits don't match, but I don't care right now. But again, today I said, girl, make it all black. Make it all black. And you cannot even imagine how hard it was to find an outfit of Kanye West looking sane in black. Okay. Even trying to find one of Nicki Minaj in black looking sane. I was like, why y'all don't be having good pictures to send to the people? Okay, I'll be having a child Google on page 13 of Google to find stuff. I'm here. Hey, girl, I think I have my shirt on, right? Okay, because I didn't have no shirt on. Look, I'm just child. Like I told y'all yesterday, I'm just out here, okay, trying to do the best I can with what I got. Okay, but hello to the people and whatnot. But I swear to God, I was like, What did I feel alive today? I think I'm alive, and I'm like, I ain't did no thumbnail. And I was rushing to get here. Okay, and I'm happy, y'all. I'm happy, girl, because it could have been nothing. It almost was nothing. And if you can see the pictures, I had to shift through both Kanye and I went through like 4 different pictures of them too, just to make it look cohesive. Okay, but here we are together as one. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Happy Wednesday. Hello, hello, hello to everyone around here. I was trying my best to come to y'all on a regular basis. I was live yesterday. I'm live today. Congrats to me. Okay, that's 2 days in a row after 2 long days at work. Okay, but here we are, and I love it. Okay, hello to y'all. Hey, hey, hey. Come on, love from Philly. Philly, Philly. I love Eve. And don't she have a Philly song? I think it's in my head, but I don't know. Okay. But yeah, hi. I'm happy to see y'all too for 2 days. 2 days in a row. Okay. Look, I promise y'all one day I'm gonna mistakenly come on camera with no shirt on. Okay, y'all. Look, I really like in my house. This is a closed optional location. So when I'm not on camera, I don't wear a shirt. I'm walking around in little jogging pants, maybe little shorts, okay, little sports or bra, whatever, and I'm chilling, okay. And I be like, girl, make sure before I hit the camera button, okay, make sure you are wearing a shirt, okay, because I can easily forget, and then it's like this boobs out, and I don't want to. I don't want to get. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, but I'm always sitting around here in sports bra and some jogging pants, okay, and just chilling. Not Nick. Look, Nick. Did I won? Okay, I won because I said we need something of her looking how she look, and most like, but I'm surprised that Nicki doesn't have more available photos herself. It's so strange how on Google it is really not that many of her. Okay, because I don't be wanting one from her videos. I be trying to get ones of them like just regular. Okay, maybe at an event on the little red carpets or whatever. But I'm like, Nicki, why you don't have no good pictures, girl? What is you doing? What is you doing around here, Nicki? Girl, stop it, okay? But again, we're gonna get into some hot topics and some foolish topics now because I felt like in my brain. Hold on, I gotta send a text back. Because I don't be knowing. Anyway, I had to focus this in that text. I had to focus. I don't. Anyway, but yeah, it's not for the boot. Look. Because I, work every day or whatever, and I have to put real clothes on to go to work. When I get home, I really be like, girl, I don't want no clothes on. Okay, my shoes come off of my front door. Right now, my front door, it is probably 18 pair of shoes. Not 18, maybe 10. So shoes come off at the front door. And usually look, y'all can't see it. You see that stuff? Those are my shirts. Okay, my stuff don't really get past this point. Because once I'm past this point, I'm in the house and I don't want no clothes on. So I be like, child, take that shirt off, take that chill out or whatever, sit down. And because I don't like taking outside, clothes past the front of the house. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll on my couch or be on my on the couch with the clothes from outside. I don't care. But like the back part is like no. We just things happen in places, so you have to be sure to not be contaminating the other spaces. Anyway, how y'all doing? How y'all doing today? Okay. Let me get the share. Let me get a share my screen, because when I was looking for topics and stuff, I realized very quickly a lot of things we can get into is the crazy things happening across the world, Craig. Okay, because the hot and foolish topics ain't even really all the way with our celebrity friends. Okay, it's things I have been saving and did not get into yesterday, and so I'm going to get into it because because I am still I am still digesting us losing D'Angelo, because yesterday was a sad day. I said today I want to get into some funny topics, some foolish things or whatever, to give us some, it's a lot of stuff going on in the world, Craig. Okay, it's real stuff happening in the world. Okay, I said, so let's focus on some of the ridiculous shit that is going on. We can like laugh about, shit, chat about, or whatever, and then go on about our day. Okay, so what I'm gonna do first? Okay, let me scroll, because I was saving stuff the whole time. As I was making my thumbnail too. Where I want to start? Let's kind of scroll down to get to some of the crazy shit I seen on the social medias. Okay, that I said, hold on, let's get into it. Now, first of all, we have been discussing the whole robbery thing with what's the girl name? Wendy over there in Potomac. Okay. That ain't the point, sir. Anyway, so when I kept hearing about, Wendy and the robbery, and how a lot of folks don't believe that she got robbed, and how the cameras at her house did not show her getting robbed. This man, to me, this is when Wendy thought her and Eddie was doing. Wendy thought her and Eddie had the biggest proof of them getting robbed. So this man around here had all of the proof that his house got ransacked and robbed. Wendy, take a look. Wendy, this is the kind of footage you needed to file them claims for the robbery at your house.
It shows people ransacking a New Orleans East home today. The homeowner tells us the thieves stole all of his family's valuables in a matter of 30 minutes.
So when you have cameras at your house, okay, when you can see the people coming up to your house, you can see the people banging on the door, trying to get in. This is the best way to say, hey, insurance company, see, they robbed me.
Homeowner Gilbert Simon says it started with a knock on his door just after noon Thursday while he was at work.
I dismissed it as my son leaving for school. We leave for school around the same time every day. So I figured it was him trying to get out of the door, leaving. But then it kept going off repeatedly.
This Ring video shows a person knocking on the door, then coming back with another person.
I didn't even think that someone was breaking into the house. I was just looking to see if he stole a package off my porch. And then when I switched to the doorbell, I noticed them knocking on the door and kicking the door in.
Now that's how you prove somebody broke in your house. Okay? When you have the footage of them not only knocking on your door, you see them walking up to the door, you see them kicking the door in.
In the video, you can see one of them yanking off the doorbell camera.
So in a 30-minute span, they were able to take all our electrical devices, our PS5, all our computers and laptops.
See how you see? I got a PS5, child. I got laptops. I got rings. I got purses. I got cars. Yes, name all because we see them stealing.
Several pieces of expensive jewelry, watches, stole my wife's several purses that she had hidden away in her closet. They were able to find that. She had money locked in her closet.
Simon says after they ransacked his house, they got away in one of his vehicles.
I said, nigga, where? I said, girl, now, first of all, these thieves are Okay, because to come knock on the door, kick in the door, steal stuff, and steal a car as well, y'all some thieves.
The car is damaged. It has a faulty transmission in it, but I don't know how far they're able to get. But they were able to drive it out of the driveway because it's gone.
Now, Simon tells us he's working with the NOPD to get to the bottom of the theft and with an insurance adjuster.
He said you'll be surprised how often we actually find the people and the stuff.
See, Wendy and them ain't know that. Okay, Wendy and them did not know. Hey, the insurance folk told them, hey, you'll be surprised how often we find this shit. Meaning, if you lying, we're gonna find it. So I feel like when someone literally breaks your house and you have cameras, this is what it usually looks like. Okay, even remember when Marlo said folks broke in her house, and she eventually showed the footage of them, anything coming in, like people, even with Dorit and her fake robbery, Dorit and PK on Beverly Hills, they showed the folks leaving out the house, putting the little phone down outside. When you're getting robbed or you have cameras, it's a report, you show the proof of them coming in or out. I guess, maybe Casper the Ghost. Casper the Friendly Ghost, that's who robbed Wendy. But this man said, no, I have on camera, and hopefully he gets his stuff back. But Wendy and Eddie, next time, do some research on how to report and how to do a fake robbery, okay? But that man said, I want my shit back. Okay. Craziness. Okay, Adela's mama shot at the PetSmart in the parking lot, okay? Because the lady did not say thank you when someone held a door open. Now, I don't know why insane people be out in the world being insane. I guess it's a free country. But why would you shoot somebody? What?
Affidavit says a woman was shot and killed outside a Dallas PetSmart after getting upset at a woman for not saying thank you.
Court documents say the victim, Cecilia Simpson, was shot several times after the dispute escalated into a parking lot fight. Peyton Yeager has more on the story tonight.
Now, first of all, I'm not fighting nobody in the PetSmart. I'm not fighting nobody in public because I know people crazy. But I'm not finna fuss and fight with nobody over a thank you for a hell door.
The family of 41-year-old Cecilia Simpson sent Fox 4 News these photos of the Duncanville mother of two. Friends and old classmates from Duncanville ISD also mourning the loss. According to an arrest warrant affidavit, Simpson was shot and killed after becoming upset because a woman she held the door open for didn't say thank you. The argument started at the store Five Below Tuesday and then spilled over to the PetSmart in the same South Oak Cliff shopping center.
How do you leave one store, go to a different store, and get into a fight?
Off Wheatland Road. Investigators say 22-year-old Kiana Hampton followed Simpson and her daughter into the PetSmart. Employees there asked them to leave.
They're like, look, don't bring that to the PetSmart. We got dogs, cats, and birds. Not burgers, bunnies. We got animals around here. We don't have time for y'all upsetting the animals. Get out of here with that shit.
Being first caught my attention.
Fox 4 spoke to a 27-year-old ER nurse who walked out of the PetSmart as the two women were arguing in the parking lot.
The lady who was the shooter was still instigating, I guess, an argument or a fight or something. But the mom and daughter tried to get in the car and de-escalate the situation, but the lady wasn't having it.
According to the affidavit, Hampton later confirmed to detectives she engaged in the verbal dispute, entering the PetSmart twice and continuing the argument.
Meaning she should get life. Okay, if you went to the Five and Below to get you some charter cords, some tissue, and an eyelash curler, and you then left the Five and Below, took your ass to PetSmart to keep arguing, and you end up shooting and killing somebody, to me, that is premeditated murder. Okay? To me, that is Look, if I'm opening the door, I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna open and keep it walking.
Throwing the drink bottle at Simpson's car when she was about to leave and engaging in a physical altercation with her.
Because she didn't say thank you, bitch. It ain't even that serious.
That's when police say Hampton pulled out a gun and shot Simpson 3 times. Multiple
Life, murder.
nurses rushed to perform CPR. Simpson's daughter by her mom's side, while also on the phone with 911.
If I could just hug that daughter, like, I just feel so bad for her, and I just want her to know that I did everything I could. Those other people did everything they could.
It ain't even worth it. This is the kick for me. Was it rude for her not to say thank you? Yes. Yes. But we have to also understand you can't take little itty bitty shit and make it big shit. You know what I'm saying? That's not if you open the door for her and she said, fuck you, bitch, maybe an argument will ensue. Okay? Or if you held the door open and she kicked you, okay, I get it. But I feel like getting so upset that someone you held the door open for did not say thank you caused a full-fledged argument and it seemed as if the shooter followed the rude bitch around and killed her. Okay, you went from one place to the other one and killed somebody, and for what? You ain't get no thank you. And now your dumb ass is in jail for murder. Murder. You are 22 years old. Okay, killed a whole of. She was 41 years old. What a child. I'm like, I don't like rude folks either. Okay, I do not like rude people. If I walk in the room, say hello to me. Okay. Well, I said, well, who walks in, say hello. My point is, I'm not a rude person, so I get that, but I will still never cause my hate of rudeness to cause me to go to jail for life. Because in prison, they not gonna say thank you either. Okay. In prison, no one is going to say please and thank you. They're going, girl, you finna be upset. In jail at 22, okay, they're gonna probably be trying to get your coochie because they like new coochie. And you're in the just stupid shit. I'm like, child, it ain't worth it. Okay, it ain't never worth it. Not to me, at least. Also, this shit. Now, I seen this on TikTok. Hi. I seen this on TikTok. Have a drink for me. Well, no, it's late. Have a shot of whatever of the beer for me. Well, it's ain't no football on today. Anyway, I seen this on the TikTok. Okay, this was insane to me as well. Two girls, okay, allegedly dating the same man. Okay, and the top bitch, okay, drove hours away to confront the bottom girl who's now dead, okay, because they were dating the same man.
Prosecutors questioned Sakina Thompson about why she stabbed Kayla Hodgson to death inside of Hodgson's Tamarack home 3 years ago. Thompson told jurors she went to Hodgson's apartment uninvited to talk woman to woman about dating the same man.
Bitch, look, first of all, there is no woman to woman conversation I would ever need to have with someone that I know is if we're dating the same man, ain't no woman to woman. Ain't no. Because the other woman ain't the issue, the man is. Because he is seeing both of y'all. Okay? Girl, the dead lady, 23, the killer is 31. And I don't know how old the man is. I don't know. But they say she went to the lady's house at like 4 a.m. First of all, bitch, if you come to my house past 8:32 p.m., you're not getting in. Okay? There's only my mama can get in, my nephew can get in, and probably him. That's it. Okay. I'm not opening my door for people at night, let alone a bitch I know is fucking the same man I'm fucking. So the dead girl was stupid because I'm not letting her in.
Thompson claims Hodgson attacked her.
Punching me.
Punching you where? Yeah, she the killer. Okay. She went and drove to the lady's house to confront her at whatever time in the morning, and a fight ensued.
My face.
Where on your face? Point to it for us.
I don't remember, but everywhere on
You
my
don't
face.
remember where she was punching you in your face?
In my face.
I mean, this is why you killed her, right?
No.
Right?
No.
It's not?
No.
You didn't, because she claimed self-defense. She claimed, hey, she tried to beat me up. She tried to kill me. It was self-defense.
You killed her because she was fighting you?
No, I killed her because she took the glass from the hookah and slashed me across my stomach.
Thompson says she was 2 months pregnant at the time. She says Hodgson cut her stomach with a piece of glass.
So you 2 months pregnant, you drive to your ex's new bitch's house to confront her at 4 a.m. First of all, I'm asleep. Okay? I'm asleep. So you woke me up on my sleep to come talk to me, to come fight me. You then kill me, and you pregnant. So you pregnant, but you want to come fight me. Okay.
Thompson grabbed the glass and then blacked out. She allegedly awoke to Hodgson dead on the floor. Gruesome autopsy photos of Hodgson's body show she was stabbed dozens of times.
I wasn't really walking over the blood, I was walking in the blood.
You walked in the blood?
Yes.
With what shoes?
The BB shoes.
First of all, she looked crazy as hell. Okay? She looked insane. Okay? Just saying.
I changed my shoes.
Thompson admitted to changing into the victim's clothes, cleaning up some of the crime scene, and being too scared to call police. She also threw evidence in the trash.
No, she's getting close enough because my jacket was cut up.
Okay, your jacket was cut up?
My jacket was cut up.
Okay, and what'd you do with that jacket?
Threw it away.
In the months leading up to the killing, Thompson admitted to getting upset when Hodgson blocked her on social media. The state says she was upset enough to kill.
You wrote her on IG and she, in fact, ignored your message initially, correct?
Correct.
And that made you angry?
Correct.
State prosecutor.
She was found guilty of first-degree murder. And I think in Florida, because y'all, dick ain't worth it. I promise you. I promise you, it's never worth it to drive, because the killer was from New York. The victim lived in Florida. Okay, she went from New York up top down to Florida to fuss with somebody who had already blocked her on social media. It's the dude's new girlfriend and whatnot, and blah blah blah. Like, what is wrong with you? Okay, she should absolutely go to jail for life. Okay, and I also wonder what to do that. Where he at? Because you to me, what you doing? Okay, was you still messing with the ex that made her want to drive or fly or plane, train, or automobile? Girl, it ain't worth it. I need y'all to know there are so many penises in the world. Okay, there are so many penises in the world. You do not have to drive from state to state to fuss with anybody. Why would you drive or go to that lady's house to have a conversation about your ex, who's her next? And now one girl, I told, like, years ago, my little cousin, her name was Valicia. Memorial Day weekend. Okay, she was hanging out, met some dude at like a gas station or whatever. The guy invited her back to his house to chill and whatnot. Felicia went to the guy's house. Again, a little friend or whatever. She was there. The dude's baby mama was told by the neighbor, hey, your man over there with somebody. Crazy bitch came back to the house. My cousin Lisa had no idea that man had a girlfriend, nothing. Because it's a dude she met. Okay, this dude she met or whatever. Crazy bitch came to the house because she upset because she's been told he with somebody new. Crazy bitch came in, stabbed my cousin to death with scissors. Bitch left my cousin wrapped up in the sheets and sat on the porch and waited for police. My point is, men be out here with crazy currents or crazy exes, and then they get a new person who don't know the ex person's crazy as hell, and you come and you kill people who has nothing to do with whatever you have going on. Felicia had just graduated high school, was about to go to college, had a scholarship and all that shit, and she was killed by a guy she met at the gas station, baby mama, who she had no idea of their history. So for me, when dudes be out here knowing they have a crazy ex or crazy whatever, it angers me when they don't warn people, hey, that crazy bitch is at the other house and she might, you know what I'm saying, be a bit of a problem. And then it's up to me if I want to deal with you and your crazy. Because then it's on me. You know what I'm saying? And that Lisa died, what year is this? This was Lisa died. It had to be, I think maybe in 2001 or 2002. So it's been about 20 years. I'm 43. It's been roughly between 15 to 20 years when it's happened. And again, it's a thing of men who know they have a crazy somebody. And we don't be knowing, because I wonder, did this 23-year-old girl know that this new dude that she not dating got a crazy bitch who went from New York to Florida to have a conversation at 4 a.m. because she opened the door, let the girl in, argument and the fight ensued. Now with my cousin, the girl, because I think the girl had a key, let herself in, walked up the stairs to the bedroom, because Lisa the child. Again, back then you young, you haven't, you know what I'm saying, the child. Okay. So no one should have to fear, meeting someone new who got a crazy bitch out there. So men, when you have a crazy bitch out there, let somebody know, because your crazy bitch out here killing people. And the dude, the girl who killed my cousin, she got life in prison. The guy is child in life somewhere. And now you got one woman dead, one woman in prison again. So again, niggas, if you know you crazy and got a crazy bitch, leave, get away from me, Satan. Anyway,
and my daughter,
I don't watch Karamo's show, but I seen this and I thought, what the fuck? Okay, this is an explanation of crazy, toxic parenting. Okay, and to me, this is also an example of, that man ain't no good, but you want him around because you ain't got nobody else.
this is the only daughter I have. We've always been like super close. This is like my best friend. She has a big butt. I'm not gonna lie. Unfortunately, I don't have that. She got the booty. And she comes to my house with these little shorts on and tight clothing and always bending over. And he be looking with his little googly eyes. I caught him a few times. I'm like, what you doing? Oh, no, I was looking at the TV. You weren't looking at no damn TV. You was looking at her butt. And so
you telling me, mother, okay, that your man is looking at your daughter, at her butt, which means your man looking and is lusting after your child. That's weird. Okay. Once I see that you are lusting after my child, or any adolescents in my home, you gotta go. But the mama was like, no, I'm gonna keep him around.
She calls his phone in the middle of the night. And when I answer the phone, she's like, oh, I'm like, why you calling my man? She's like, well, I was trying to call you. Remind you, I don't got no calls, no missed calls from her, no text messages, no nothing. And then my friend told me she saw them at a bar hugging and kissing. He denied it, though. He denied it.
What will you do if you find out that they're sleeping together?
She know they fucking. I think it is. I think it's the Black Jerry Springer. That mama know they fucking. She know they fucking. Her eyebrows, okay, that dirty baby hair around her edges, her contacts, all of that lets me know she 100% know that man fucking her daughter. They both look guilty. The daughter look guilty, and so does the man. And he look like he ain't shit. And he look like he ain't got no good dick either. What's wrong with people?
I hope that's not the case. First, I'm gonna put his ass out.
The fact that you did not put him out when you caught him eyeballing your daughter means you ain't gonna put him out. Because you knew up front he wasn't nothing. And said, I'll keep him.
I'm packed up. He's gotta go. He gotta go. That's it. The wedding is off. It's over with.
Well, my producer told me before we bring anyone out, there's something they want you and I to look at. What is it?
We been messing around. And it's
the fact that her daughter has a t-shirt on with a fucking teddy bear let me know that daughter mentally ain't an adult. Okay? Because why she wearing a teddy bear shirt on a talk show? That let me know she not even adult enough, and it ain't even like Teddy Ruxpin. Okay, it ain't the Smokey the Bear. That's a regular Care Bear. That's weird to me.
It's over with. I just want to let her know, and if they still continue to decide to get married, I just want to get that off my conscience.
I'm fixed to marry this man, Anaya. We supposed to be getting married in less than 2 months. You are my daughter. Men come a dime a dozen, but you are my child. You are my child. Are you intentionally trying to hurt me?
I'm not.
And you're crying?
Because I feel bad for hurting you.
Well, if you felt so bad, why did you do it? You should have stopped it then and been like, no.
First of all, why would you tell the man to stop? The daughter to me seemed a little bit delayed. Okay, and I blame the mama. But girl, don't blame the man.
I'm not doing that to my mama again.
Again. So she fucked somebody else?
I'm not gonna put her through that no more.
No more?
I was angry and upset with you.
And you don't think I'm angry and upset? You sleeping with my daughter? How many times did I ask you this?
More than once.
And what did you tell me?
Told you I haven't been sleeping with her.
So, but you have though, right? Multiple times, and you told her you was gonna leave me to be with her?
And go where? He look homeless.
You told her you loved her?
Yes.
Marcus, why would you...
Dude, I'm really trying not to put my hands on.
That's a prison shirt.
If you wanted to cheat, why would you cheat with her daughter? Why would you pursue her daughter?
Why?
Because, I mean...
Any other woman. You could have any woman.
I mean, well, it was enticing, you know.
What's
enticing?
Enticing about my daughter? I told you.
First of all, y'all all seen Shawshank Redemption? Child, why he look like Red from Shawshank Redemption? And why didn't they have blue jean prison outfits? Is that a blue jean prison outfit? I'm just saying, like Red from...
About what she did to me before. You already knew this, and so you open up the same wound?
So your daughter already banged somebody you used to be with. Which means you can't trust your daughter. But that also means you can't trust no men around your child, because why do you keep picking men from Shawshank Redemption who want to have a relationship with your daughter? That's weird. Because how does more than one man want to be with your child anyway?
You think I'ma still marry you? Are you out your rabbit ass mind?
Yes.
And you're sleeping with my daughter?
Yes.
Did you consider her a daughter too? At first, did you consider her as your daughter?
At first, yes.
And what switched in your mind that made you see her as not your daughter anymore?
I mean, like I told you, coming around me with the tight clothes.
So that means you're saying you have no self-control?
Right.
Nigga, what? Hold on. Nigga. What? So anybody around you with tight clothes on, that means okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and have you just leave because there's no point in talking to you. You disgusting. Okay. And then we should go back
You
to
already
Shady.
know we over with. It's over with and done. You already know that. And my daughter.
Ladies, mamas, peoples, okay. Once you see your person eyeballing your child, go ahead and put them out. Okay. Keeping them around for any reason means you don't care if that person get with your child. Because I don't care what anybody say. Nobody should ever be. And again, with him saying, well, I used to look at her like a child, like my child, and then I stopped. For what? She the same fucking person. Child. So if y'all ever see that man again, child Red from Shawshank Redemption, and the meet mama ain't shit. Because mama said, I saw you looking at him. Well, why did you keep him around? And I don't blame the daughter because, child, she just seen damaged from whatever decision her mom has made in life. I just need y'all to, Jesus, please fix it. Okay? Now, I didn't care about that one. Oh, this one. Why y'all stealing and robbing people? Okay, a 43-year-old man robs a gas station for $7,000 in lottery tickets. Okay, he then returned hours later to redeem the tickets that I said, now, first of all, why would you go back to the same store you robbed? Why would you not go to a different store? Because you don't have to redeem the shit at the same place. Okay. Further, he's facing federal charges that he allegedly stole $7,000 worth of scratch off. Now, I have never bought a scratch off. I go buy a scratch off. Anyway, he stole $7,000 worth of scratch offs. Then returned to cash them in. Per the investigations, he went to a Circle K in St. Petersburg on May 5th. Broke the cabinets, took off with several books of the tickets, okay, in a gray Hyundai Elantra, okay. Almost an hour later, he went to a nearby 7-Eleven, tried to redeem the stolen scratch-offs. Like, nobody would notice. But when it didn't work, he went back to the same, okay, he robbed and tried it again. I said, no, nigga, what? When he failed to be able to cash in and stuff, okay, he said he went back to 7-Eleven wearing a black mask, yellow shirt, and black Nikes, pulled out a fake gun and demanded the clerk open the register. He made off with $120 and a pack of cigarettes. A pack of Newports. Police watched the surveillance footage and his license plate got him caught. You drove your own car? He said, I need that money, Nate. I need the money. Look, I know it's tough in these streets, okay? But you can't be robbing places and going back to the same place to cash in what you stole. Okay? That's stupid. You robbed it for all the lottery tickets, didn't get no money back from it, and then had to go back and rob it again to get $120 in one pack of cigarettes, not even a whole carton of cigarette, girl. Stupid, dumb, and now you in jail for what? Robbery again. Stupid people. Now look, okay, look, y'all. Okay, we have to get serious right now. Okay, this is not. We're not gonna make fun of this man at all. However, I have a few questions when I see this on the social media thing. Okay, I have a few questions. Question number one. Now it says 600-pound Florida man had to be rescued from his home with a crane after being unable to leave following a medical emergency. Now we're gonna watch as I talk. Okay. Now I said to myself, if someone is having a medical emergency, an emergency usually means something has to happen quick. Okay. I don't know how quickly anyone can figure out, hey, yeah, we don't need a crane. A what? A crane. For what? For what? Well, because the person that has the medical emergency can't fit out the door. So we need, like, how, like, who, I have no idea who to call to get a fucking crane. So my first question was, what kind of emergency was it? Because can cranes be quickly brought to a scene? I don't know. I'm not sure. That was question number one. Now they said they had to cut a hole in the building. I said, who gonna pay for the hole to be repacked, like to patch up the hole in the wall? That was my other question. Like, would he be like in like for my I have Blue Care Network, right? And so if I have to go, well, I don't need crane at all. Okay. However, if I need to be taken to the hospital in the ambulance, okay, I have to pay $150 if I'm not kept. Okay, if I get kept and I get admitted, it's nothing. So I know how much the ambulance ride is for me. If someone had to get a crane to lift me up and out the house, do my insurance cover the crane? Because if he can't fit, because I just feel he probably also would not be able to fit in the ambulance or whatever. So, like, who paid for that? Because I'm just wondering who paid for the crane. Okay. Yes. Mm-hmm. Just to hop the fence and walk through and get it, because I live near a hospital, y'all. So yeah, well, a whole 150. Okay. But I'm just wondering, like, who pays for this? Like, with this, like, if your house catch on fire and they have to use something to bust your door down, like, don't the fire department cover that? So is the crane like, does the EMS and the fire people have cranes on standby? Because if they do, would that mean the fire department is going to cover the cost of the crane coming out to lift and out? But again, if they have to cut a hole in the building to get the man, because he on a crate, y'all. Okay, so I'm just wondering who paying for all this shit. Okay, is this if he has a renter's insurance, would renter's insurance cover this as an emergency? If he say, well, no, I had, and I'm still, because I still don't know what the emergency was. Again, it was rescued from the house on a crane, Charles would have said, and they had to cut a little hole in the building, and this is also why some apartments won't allow people who are that heavy set to live in their apartments or their homes, because if the person has to, and they said the firefighters had to break down a wall, so who gonna pay for that wall to be rebuilt? You know what I'm saying? Because maybe he has a different front door. I don't know. I'm not sure. But my first thought was, what kind of, is he okay? Because getting the flatbed crate wood thing, getting the man up on top of that, okay, and then bringing him out, breaking down the wall. I'm like, what was the emergency? At this point, wouldn't it have been cheaper to have the doctor come to him? Okay, truthfully, it would have been cheaper to have a whole doctor, a nurse, a phlebotomist, okay, the front desk receptionist. It would have been cheaper to have them come to his house versus breaking down a wall, getting a crane, getting a crate, okay, transporting him from the apartment to the hospital, okay, get a bed that's sturdy and whatnot. Wouldn't that all cost more money than having the, hey, you know what I'm saying, can y'all go to the hospital, bring the doctor back here to get him checked out? Because truth be told, he could have died waiting for the fucking crane. And I'm still wondering who paying for the crane? Because in my insurance, I gotta pay $150 for a damn ER visit through the ambulance. You know what I'm saying? And if I go to urgent care, my damn self, I still gotta pay $40. So I'm like, who paying for the crane? It's a nice little crane, it's blue and white. It looks sturdy. And then I kept looking on the thing. It was somebody on the ground taking pictures. I said, not taking pictures. This is embarrassing. That man probably did not want to be lowered out of his apartment on a fucking crane in front of all his neighbors. Okay, in his little shorts, holding his little pillow. You see the camera? You see the camera? Look at the cameraman taking pic, girl. Anyway, one, I hope you're okay. Two, I hope he can afford to pay for that fucking crane. Okay, and I hope his apartment complex is not, because I think it was here in Michigan. It was some lady who was plus size, and her apartment. She was in the hospital. In her apartment complex, and she lived like on maybe the second, third floor, whatever. Her apartment did not want to allow her to come back to the house because they said her body type was a hazard. Because they said if there's an emergency, no one can quickly or easily get her out the house. And that's some of us. I don't think there's no firefighter or police officer or any first aid responder who can quickly lift, and get that person out. I think the rule for most places is if a person can't, fit out the door, is a hazard in cases of emergency. But again, who we call for a crane? Let me Google it. I just wonder, like, can I just rent a crane? Do I need a license for a crane? And then who drives the crane? How much does it cost to rent a crane? Let's see. In the Metro Detroit area, there's a crane rental service. Bitch, I said, how much does it cost? That's what I said. I don't want the cookies. It wouldn't give me a price. I don't want no quote. I said, I'm such child. It don't tell me. Why don't you see? You can't even get a price. Oh, AI said renting a crane could cost anywhere from $150 to $600 per hour, depending on the type of crane you need. A small mobile crane may be cheaper, okay, but an industrial type of crane is more expensive. Okay, and that's per hour. They need this thing for at least 2 hours. Okay, because that's not quick. Load them up, unload it, drive up, drive out, and then if he come back home, not only that, bitch, will they be able? How do we get here? What? See, I get myself in these things. This says extra on weekends. You may need the riggers, flaggers, different assessments. You need an operator. The lifting capacity of a crane is a major fact. A 60 ton, a 60 ton, girl. Let me stop. Look, all I'm saying is, one, I hope that man okay. Okay. But two, I do think once you get to a size where you're not mobile, you need to have safety measures in a book next to your bed. Okay. Crane prices, how to get out the room prices, the cost to pack up the hole in the wall price, EMS services that has heavy duty, heavy duty spacious rigs. Maybe only rent apartments that have sliding doors. So it's easy to get in and out, because some places they had like sliding windows to move furniture in and out. Like when I moved out of my last apartment, my front living room window, you could take the window out, and that's how they moved out my furniture because it was easier to go through that than downstairs. So like just have things that's because I'm like to have to call somebody and have a crane lift you. It's just okay. Day, that crazy bitch out there. Say cheese, Marlon. A woman, an Ohio woman, okay, in Toledo, okay, has been charged after police say she broke into a man's house, attacked him, and cut up his balls. Okay, per the charge document, Janetta Hopkins, 45, is facing felonious assault and aggravated burglary. Okay, because on October 7th, she forcefully kicked open the door. Okay, she kicked the door away on the fourth floor. Anyway, again, kicked open the front door of her boyfriend's house. Okay, entered without permission. The man told police he heard someone breaking in and went downstairs to investigate, not wearing clothes. He was naked, bucket naked. Okay, and here, the affidavit says she then cut the man's balls with an unknown instrument, causing a severe laceration that left the area fully exposed. Okay, he was taken to the hospital for treatment, and she it's a warrant for arrest. They say she was in hiding. This is an old photo from a prior arrest. Now, first of all, why would you want to do that? Now, why would you want to do that? What did he do? Again, that crazy bitch out there. Okay, that crazy bitch is out there. What is wrong with people? And you know how low you have to get to do that? Like the balls are down below. Did she squat down, Jesus? Like what happened? What makes you go and kick a man in and you end up slicing up his balls? How did we get here? How did we get here? Nobody's supposed to be. No one should be at the kicking down the door, ball slicing place. We should never be here. Okay? Again, people, please understand. The penis is not that. It's not like that. Okay? Once the fun is over, just walk away. Go find the next dick. And if you haven't found the real one yet, go get a fake one. Okay? Go get a fake one. Nothing is worth. I don't know. Prison sex can't be good enough to want to do something to get arrested and go to prison, and you can't have real sex. Look, real sex in life, raw sex in life, okay? Body to body touching, uninhibitedness, freeness, okay, freakiness that you can do at your leisure, either in person or whatever you want to do. Child, none of that is worth losing and then going to prison and hoping you ain't somebody's bitch. I told y'all it was crazy shit around here. Okay. Also, now I think now this situation made me mad at the school. Okay. Missouri man charged with kidnapping allegedly a 13-year-old girl. Now, the reason I say this is crazy, I don't know why the school allowed this man to sign a child out.
For child kidnapping after court documents say he took an 8th grader out of a Ferguson middle school after posing as a family member.
Now, to me, like even at my place of employment, we have kids who come for services. We're not a school, but we have kids who come for services. We have lists of who is allowed to pick a child up, even drop them off. So I don't get how some random ass came and signed, girl.
Those documents say Paulette was allowed to sign the 13-year-old girl out of class, even though he is not related to the child. Then the victim's parents called police when they couldn't find their child. Using surveillance video, they later identified and found Paulette with the student at his home.
Now I'm like, first of all, did the child know the adult? Because most kids won't go with a stranger and at some point will say, who is this person? What am I? So I do wonder what was the 13-year-old's reaction. So I'm like, does this mean that this person, this 43-year-old man had some kind of relationship, a familiar relationship with the student, to where the student didn't question this person picking her up?
The Ferguson-Florissant District released a statement saying, in part, an individual falsely identified themselves as a family member of a student who needed to pick them up due to a death in the family.
You didn't kill a family member of a part of the lie.
We are actively investigating this matter and will take the necessary steps to ensure the appropriate level of accountability and support.
Meaning whoever allowed the student to leave with this grown adult should be fired. Okay? Fired. And if someone come and say, hey, there's been a death, who died? Oh, someone died. Okay, let's see if you enlisted. Why not call the parents to confirm this stranger danger person has the right to take your child with them?
Quote. James Paulette is now charged with child kidnapping after court documents say he took an 8th grader out of a Ferguson middle school after posing as a family member.
And they found them because again, the parents being reported the child missing because they couldn't find the child. Okay, and when the police reviewed the stuff with the child, I was like, what the hell? Okay, now they say the man told the police, well, yeah, I took out. We was playing video games. Yeah. Yeah, I told the school somebody died in her family to get her out of school so we can go play video games. Bitch, what? What do you mean? So whoever allowed the child to be checked out at the school, they should be fired. Fully fired. Okay. Also, the fact that no one thought to call the parents, because who died? Before you allow anyone to take a child out of school, if it's not a parent or someone on the list, you're supposed to call whoever the contact was. Oh, is it okay for James Paulette to come? Who the fuck is James? I don't know the fucking James. Who? And to me, it feel like the child knew him in some kind of way. And it was a scheme that James set up to bring him the bullshit. Okay? So again, anyone with children, please make sure your kid's school know, hey, my kid can't leave with nobody but me and these people. If anybody else come, it's a no. If anyone else come, call me direct. Okay? Period. That's a video game. Now why would you do that? Now I think that may have been the last stupid shit. Well, that's just some dumb. I had a few dumb things, okay, but we're going to hour, so let's get to the people on the thumbnail, okay. But again, it was a lot of dumb shit. So again, y'all take 30 good seconds, okay, 30 good ones, and like the video. And we are back. I had to go get some ice. So we're gonna start with let's see. Darius, the dude from Family Matters, was arrested, right? Where is it at? So Darius got arrested for child support stuff. Okay. And I feel like when people get arrested for child support, it ain't a secret. It ain't a surprise. Like, you know you owe child support. And handle it before it becomes an arrestable offense. However, he was around here being his own lawyer.
To the media request, you indicated that you had an objection, and the court indicated that its tentative was to grant the request for media coverage. Did you wish to put that on the record or no?
Yes, I mean, I'd like to put it on the record, only because I have other children than my 18-year-old son, which this matter is involving.
Okay, but only as it relates to the media request.
Meaning, I'm here about child support for an 18-year-old child. I have other children, probably younger children, and I don't want them involved in any media shit.
Oh, I just wanted to make sure that my other children weren't in the media if I mention their names, or if it comes up in if it comes up in the proceedings.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Please do so.
He looked good though, like Annie has aged very well, you know.
I wanted to call attention to the emergency motion that I filed. Based on the fact that the 50th district has completely continued to violate all of my rights, my 4th, my 5th, my 14th Amendment, my right to due process is constantly trampled. And I've figured out why, because under due process clause of the 14th Amendment, personal judgment is void if rendered by the court, which has no jurisdiction over the defendant. That's Penmore versus Neff, 95 U.S. 71.
Now he quoting shit. Is he right though? Because I ain't a lawyer.
24L ED 565. And Michigan has no jurisdiction.
Child, not Michigan. Now, what my state did now?
before we proceed, we need to establish jurisdiction. It's imperative that we establish jurisdiction. Your Honor, I'd like to also say I'm here in special appearance.
Special appearing for who?
I'm here on special appearance.
Sir, who are you specially appearing for?
I'm specially appearing for Darius McCurry. I'm here pro per special appearance.
And when you say you were here pro per and special appearance, who are you?
I'm an authorized signatory thereof of the estate and the executor of the estate.
Who's the estate?
The McCurry estate.
And your name is?
I'm Darius. I'm the authorized signatory thereof, Darius McCurry.
Mr. McCurry, did you have any objections, sir, to the?
I don't know what that man just said. I did not go to law school. I worked for a law firm before, but I don't know. But it sounds like he wants to get out of paying child support, but it also sounds like he may be right in the saying, hey, we got to get some order around here. Okay, Michigan ain't got shit to do with me and him and her or whatever. Now, right here, they say he now at least has a public defender. I feel like nobody should ever be their own lawyer unless you are a lawyer. Now, if you are a lawyer, what do you think, big girl? But if you not a lawyer, don't try to lawyer. Okay? You can't say, I'm here for Darius. You are Darius. Okay? Now, clearly, he know a little bit of something, but not a lot of it or something or whatever. So I hope whatever it is, he gets it handled. Sir, if you owe child support, please pay it. Okay? Please pay it. And was he high? I feel like he was high. A little bit. Okay? But he in jail still, child, so we shall see. Okay? They say he agreed to be extradited to not to Michigan, to here. Okay? They have 30 days to come get him from Dillon County. Now, this is the thing. If he agreed to be extradited here to Michigan, and if they have 30 days, if Michigan never goes to pick him up, they have to let him go. So we will see if Michigan will go get that man. I don't know. Yesterday we were discussing Mama D, right? Where is it at? Did I save it? Mama D, well, no, first, Lil Wayne. Yeah. Now, I don't follow Lil Wayne at all. Okay. But Lil Wayne likes to talk about how he does not eat fast food. Okay. How he ain't had fast food in over 20 years and blah, 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 boo. And when someone said he up a child, he don't eat fast food, but the nigga would smoke 200 blunts and drink codeine. I was like,
pulled over to eat. You know, I don't eat fast food, so we pulled over to cook. You know, I don't eat fast food, so no. You know, I don't eat fast food, so we pulled over to cook and shit. So we gotta watch the car and shit. We got stuff into the car, so we cook. See, we pulled over and we cook. So eat healthy, young men, young women.
I feel like telling people to go ahead and eat healthy and, you know, don't eat fast food and because we don't eat fast food, it's like, yeah, but if you do smoke 200 blunts a day, if you do drink lean and codeine and whatever else stuff that you be popping, that ain't healthy either. Okay? The same way that some foods are unhealthy that we still eat, so is the drugs, Lil Wayne. And the fact that I remember what Lil Wayne used to look and sound like and what he look and sound like now, to me means, sir, the drugs you've been on has done just as much damage to your body if you had a good old chicken sandwich. Okay? Just saying. And when someone said, nigga, you drinking codeine and smoking blunts, okay? But you won't eat a spicy chicken sandwich. I might, cause child, look. I like me a good chicken sandwich. Okay? But I just, you know, you can't be a hypocrite. You can't say, oh, eat healthy, but then you doing the real goddamn day. What do you mean? Okay? Stupidity. Anyway. Y'all think when people have a lot of facial work to their face, and when they old and they look different, do y'all think when they get to heaven, God gonna say, "Who is you?" I just sometimes wonder when people remake their faces a whole bunch and they look, who is you? Because again, does Kris Jenner look great with her new face? Yeah, her new face is nice. It's a brand new. It's pulled back real tight. Okay, it's real tight and whatnot. It look brand new. Okay, it don't look old at all. Ain't no wrinkles in it. Okay, but I feel like when she died, in 20 years, whatever, okay, in 100 years, way down the line, will God say, "Well, who are you? You don't look familiar, Kim. What is you doing here? You died, Kim? No, I'm not Kim. Who are you? I'm Kris. Nope. Return the sender. Okay, why? Because she don't look, that ain't Kris Jenner. Okay. Again, I'm not against anybody having work done. They want to look better. They don't want to look their age or whatever. That's fine by me. But will God know who you are once you get to heaven? Okay. Will your face be pulled too tight? Okay. When you have your face redone, do your phone not recognize the face ID? Okay. Do you have to rescan your, like before you have a facelift? Do you unlock your phone and then wait for the new face to give it the new face to unlock it? I just be wondering. And also, I'm like, we also know that they be touching up their pictures. Just saying. Because even I've noticed none of the Kardashians look the same, like fresh faced in person. Okay. The photos that we see are very much so still edited. Okay, they're very much so edited, but I still feel like, will God know who you is at the pearly gates? Okay, but Kris is great, and if she want to keep getting work done, by all means, okay, keep doing it. It's fine. It is what it is. But girl, don't get your face done too much, where God will not let you in to the gates that you want to get into. Now, Paris Jackson, Michael Jackson's daughter. Why we don't ever hear about Blanket and the other one? And little Michael. Anyway, child, for some reason, I don't know why, we now know how much money Paris, the only daughter of Michael Jackson, who's 27 years old, we now know that she is received approximately $65 million from her dad's estate. Now, I feel like, does that mean all three kids got that amount of money? I don't know. Anyway, but folk was like, what? That's how much she got? Now, I don't know, like, who told? Because, she was complaining about money going to other things in other places or whatever. So I think, is the estate trying to kind of financially shame her to say, you want to complain about what we do with the money? You get $65 million. Okay? Why are you complaining about us getting little dollar here, little dollar there? I'm like, girl, let me say this. If my dad was MJ, okay, and if he's gone and I got $65 million, now is it tax free? Anyway, it said per recent court filings, okay, it say parents who was 27 received approximately $65 million in benefits from her father's estates. The executors, John Branca and John McClain, not two John and John, they highlighted the figure in response to her allegations that there's financial mistreatment or mismanagement. Okay, stating that few have benefited from the executors' business adjustments better than her child. Not they said, bitch, you play too much. basically they said you're complaining about what the money is doing, but you have benefited the most from your dad's estate. You've gotten $65 million. They also said, had they followed a typical playbook for the state like this, she would have never gotten all that money. Meaning you're complaining about what we're doing, but what we're doing has benefited you the most. I mean, Michael Dad took in 2009, right? They also said they made a note in court about their business judgment has taken in a state that started out as nothing but debt. Child, they said we got this shit that was in debt. Okay, all he had was debt, and debts, and substantial ongoing obligations, and turned it into a $2 billion estate. Let me say this, okay? Let me say this. If when Michael died, may he rest in peace, if he was in debt, and if they did in fact turn the debt that he had into inheritance that got her over $60 million, she need to shut up. And I would feel the same way as my parent. If my parent died and left us in debt, and then whoever was in charge of the estate got me 60 mil, I can't complain about nothing. I can't, because what that means to me was they helped finance the rest of my life. $65 million is life-changing money. And if your dad left more debt than anything else for the family, for you and your brothers or whatever, how are you upset that the people in charge brought it, up and up? I just wonder, why she's so upset with them if what they've done has helped her financially. If he was in debt and is no longer, meaning the debt he owed is gone, and it's now a surplus of about $2 billion, what is your complaint? If each sibling has this absorbed, because you child, unless you're gonna be out there spending all the money, and unless you're gonna be financially irresponsible to squander your 65 mil and need more money later, that seemed like a problem. Because some folks, anyway, I'm not gonna do that. But again, they said, you want to play? Okay, let us tell the world what you got. Let us show what you got. And I know that's her daddy, it's his legacy, and I do believe that family should be the ones in charge of things. But I'm like, if you are also a hands-off person and you don't want to do the work to build up your dad's legacy and keep it going, you can't also want to control the people who are doing the work every day. Okay. So if I have staff running my parents, my dad didn't die, child, he was a legend in this game or whatever, and we have, these people who are keeping the legacy going, as long as I know that I got what I need and my dad's legacy is being promoted and handled the right way, I would not want to nitpick about little things unless I want to do it myself. You know what I'm saying? Unless I want to. Now, she was fussing about how she wants to run. If she wanted to run the estate and they want to not allow her that I would be like, well, that's not fair. if she wants to run it, let her run it. However, if they're running it and it's being ran well, it ain't in debt, it ain't no bullshit. Like, what you upset for? You know what I'm saying? What you upset for? So, girl, either you want to run the estate and keep it, in tip-top shape, or you want them to do it because you don't feel like it, or you don't know how to do it. Well, get involved a little bit, take it over. But I mean, if they fix shit, I'm not complaining at all. So, girl, go sit down somewhere. Diddy, right, child, Diddy. So there are. Is it this one? It was a different one I saw. Where is it? Oh, it's this one. So Diddy, when he gets out of, he got 50 months. Okay. However, once he gets out, there are some rules. Okay. So we were able to find out, okay, the rules, the details when he is released, what Diddy will have to abide by. Okay. He's gonna have, so after he gets out of jail, again, he got 50 months. Credit for time, so credit for about 13 months. I feel like Diddy will probably be home either in late 2026 or sometime in 2027. And that's if that orange man don't pardon him. He has 5 years of supervised release. He will be subject to searches whenever. Okay. He can have no contact with the victims. He can attend outpatient treatment programs for drug abuse and mental health issues. Required to take prescribed medicine unless a healthcare provider instructs him unless someone instructs him otherwise. DV programs, no owning or possessing or having access to firearms or other destructive devices. I feel like that's like regular shit, but I wonder, the whole like no having access to any kind of destructive devices, guns. I wonder, like, if he has security, would he not be allowed to have armed security because he can't have? He says he can't have access to a gun. Meaning, because if a bodyguard has one, wouldn't that mean he has access to? So I do wonder how that will kind of play out because he's a celebrity or whatever. But the random searches of his home will probably be the biggest thing that I wonder how that will go. Because he likes the freak offs. So will he not, can he not have baby oil? Can he not have like lube? Can he not have whips and chains? Like, I think, like, what would they like search for on these searches? I don't know, but I can't wait to see how it plays out because Diddy be on some bullshit. And I also feel like people, I know folks are upset that he didn't get more time, and I get that, but I feel like at least he didn't go home. Okay, he has done 1 year in prison or in jail already. He will be locked up for at least another year or two and whatnot. He does have probation and parole and whatnot. And once he gets out, his whole life will be different. So, his life is wrong like everybody else's. Anyway. Halle Bailey. Now, this is a little tidbit. Okay, now her album is coming out. I think in a week or two. Yeah, her debut album's coming out. She got that man she with, child. Okay, her son, and her put on Twitter, her saying, "I'm so happy right now in my life. I could cry. I'm living in everything I've ever prayed for. God is so good to me. I am so thankful." I think that means a few things. One, again, her debut album is coming out. So it's her first solo album or whatever. That's great, 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 great. So again, her music is what's going out. Also, she had really bad postpartum. I think this also means I'm in a happy space. I'm no longer struggling with my postpartum. Even her, not being allowed to post Baby Halo on social media. I think we all knew She never really wanted to post him. DDG wanted that. So I think people may think, oh, maybe she's upset because she can't post her son. She never wanted to. So I think that is probably what makes her also happy, because she is not really losing anything by not having to post him. Her new man, my man. Now I think she's dating. I think it's Kendrick Lamar. He's a famous person, like manager or something. I can't think of who he is exactly. Whatever. She's posted him a few times on her Snapchat. But again, her to say, "Hey, I am so happy in life, and I'm living what I wanted. I'm living what I prayed for." And we have to celebrate when people are just happy in life. You know, when they are happy, healthy, and all that good shit. So kudos to Halle and whatever. I cannot wait to hear her new album. I love when the girls are having good times. Okay, so congrats on that. Let me refresh. I can't remember what we did. Oh, I want to go Mama D. Is it this one? Let me see. Yes. So we watched yesterday Mama D, Scrappy and them on Nick Cannon podcast, child, where Scrappy talked about his mama hiring hookers or strippers for his 14th birthday, and how he said his mama having the hookers around there for his 14th birthday traumatized him. And so she got some backlash out, and now she's firing back at Scrappy, who said he was traumatized.
People that came for me, well, her son said she was traumatized. Scrappy used the wrong word. Scrappy don't know what traumatized. Ask him to define the difference.
Do you know what it means, nobody? Do you know the difference, nobody?
I dare you to ask him. He don't need no definition. Hell, how many of us were traumatized when we got our ass whooped by a belt by our parents? Am I clear? Was you traumatized when they held one arm and swooped your ass with their belt?
My mama didn't do that.
Shit, I'm traumatized. I'm still traumatized. But hell, guess what? Life moves on.
See, and this is why Scrappy is a fucked up individual, because even him being honest about what made him uncomfortable as a kid, she downplaying it to say, "What's this life? That's not life. You are not supposed to traumatize your children. You're not supposed to beat your children. So you getting beat with a belt was not a good thing. However, you bringing grown women around your 14-year-old son to do whatever, that is not a good girl."
Life goes on. And for people that are trying to be critical, that did not give me 5 cents for my kids, never stayed up at night and took them to the emergency room. How dare you?
I didn't have to give you money for you not to have adult women dancing naked on your son. We get you didn't have help. Okay. I know plenty of mothers who were single moms to kids who did not let adult people come sexualize their teenagers.
How dare you say anything about Mama D and my son? The people that came for me. So Scrappy said, he was like, I said, Scrappy, what you mean by traumatized? He said, Mom, I just believe you would bring dancers in my I say 15, but you won't stick with his 14, into my birthday party.
Oh, because 14 and 15 is a big difference.
Right, yeah, because I teach him how to be a boy. A boy. I wanted a boy. Okay? I have a shout out to my LGBTQ plus family. My grandson is gay. I love him dearly. But that's his life. And he know he's loved. We support him and we guide him straight. Don't mess with all these young men. You don't know what they got. We do that and we tell them, now go out into the world. So we tell them, we teach them.
Wait, what?
shut your mouth. Okay?
You sound so stupid. You sound so like to keep trying to push, but I wanted him to be a boy. He a boy regardless. And to say, well, I love the LGBTQI, my grandson, what? What, girl?
That's how we do. We don't put them down. So Scrappy.
So you said in one breath, I didn't want my son to be gay. So I pushed him to get with women at a young age. My grandson gay, and we don't mind it. What the again? You know, Mama D is.
Shut up! That is so stupid.
Period. And I need people to understand, forcing someone to have sex at a young age will not prevent them from being gay. You do know they don't turn anyone gay or straight. So trying to defend you letting him be sexualized before he was old enough to do it, because you wanted to push forth the narrative, well, he'll be straight if I allow him to sleep with girls early. That ain't how it works. And many people have sex as teenagers and still be gay. Child, my oldest godchildren, mom. Okay, my oldest goddaughter is 20. How old is Kier? She down to 30. Okay, now she's at least. Let's see, she was 5. Oh, she might be about 25 now. I can't think of it. Anyway, however, her mom is a full-fledged lesbian. Okay, birthed 2 babies around here and still became a lesbian. So my thing is, you can have all the sex you want. If you gay, you gay. It won't stop you. Okay, if you're gay, if you're bi, if you're trans, if you are whatever, sexual experiencing, girl, what is it? No, sexual experimenting for your child to not be gay is stupid. And the fact that even today she keeps saying it like it makes sense, and it don't make no sense, Mama D. Not today, not tomorrow. So you absolutely traumatized your son because he wasn't ready for that at all. And you ignoring what he's telling you is stupid. And I hope the same way people are upset with Tammy for not, liking her daughter being gay and not wanting a girlfriend, on the same bullshit Tammy give it to Mama D. Okay? This stupid stuff. People, girl, anyway. I'm like, what are you doing? Okay? Dumb. Anyway, Jamie Foxx. Okay, remember Jamie Foxx was it earlier this year? He was at the child, and there was a whole altercation. And what had happened? They said someone had put like a penis-shaped laser pointer on Jamie or whatever, and so they checked the person about it or whatever, and then a glass was thrown or whatever, and blah blah blah. So they were saying that Jamie Foxx could have been like charged. Would he want to be charged? Now he had a little injury from glass being thrown. Okay, but at least they know they won't charge him. Now I also need people, hey, y'all, what happened in December? Stop fighting people in public. Okay. But the LA County District Attorney Office, led by Nathan Hodgman, declined to prosecute the alleged glass thrower. Okay. Because of insufficient evidence. Jamie said he was hit with glass. Okay. I was hit with glass. They threw some glass at me. I don't like it. I got cut. I had to get stitches or whatever. So now there will be no charges either way from either person. But again, Jamie, sit down some damn well. Leave people alone. And if someone has a laser pointer pointing at you, as long as they're not in your immediate space, ignore them assholes. Okay? Okay. Who else was I gonna do? I want to be Kim. Well, child, they say Eddie Kane is having a 20th anniversary tour. We don't know which members gonna be in it. To me, it seemed like I don't know. It's called the Untold Chapter Tour. It's gonna start in December. They have like what maybe 10 days right now. To me, there's a reason they're not showing which members it is. To me, D Woods will probably never come back, but a part of me feel like they're not a group if Dawn isn't involved. I need Dawn involved because to me, Dawn, Audrey are the main two who sing all the stuff or whatever. Also, Andrea as well. But this silhouette don't give me the Dawn coming back. This gives me Audrey, Andrea, and Shannon. I'm not being racist and saying the 3 white girls don't equal DK. I'm not saying that, but I do feel like having them come back and you don't have either Dawn or D Woods, it feels incomplete. It really feels incomplete. And the fact that they're not showing faces lets me know they also know that people probably want, all the girls. Like don't put forth, oh, it's a tour. Bitch, who gonna be there? Who gonna be? Look, I always mispronounce her name. I have been mispronouncing that girl name since the beginning. Okay, it will always happen. Okay, yeah, we need at least one of the black girls. Who is it? It's Aubrey, Andrea, and her name. Because Andrea is the one who had left and got married and shit. No, Shannon was the blind one. Yeah, the 3 white holes and the 2 black ones. Y'all know who they is. Y'all stop messing with me. Okay, the 3 white girls and the 2 black girls. I know Dawn and D Woods. I know Shannon. Okay, but again, I feel for it to be a complete thing, I need either Dawn around there or D Woods. I do. I don't see. Well, we shall see. Well, I ain't gonna go, but y'all should. I won't, but y'all should. I seen this and I said, what happened? So this man had posted himself allegedly going into Glorilla's backstage area and get her food while she was on stage.
Gorilla gonna be mad as a bitch. Damn, Glorilla. Thank you, Glorilla.
Now, one person commented and said, oh, it was a friend of hers being funny. I don't know, but I do feel like don't play with folks' food. Like, I don't think anyone should ever go in someone's dressing room, go in their stuff. No, but I don't know where your hands have been. I don't know if you may poison me. I don't know. I don't do that, not at all. So I don't know, but Glorilla, if this is true and some random person had access to your area, you should fire your team. Because no one should be able to walk back there and put their hands in your food. They can poison you. And if this was a joke, it ain't funny. Okay, in my opinion. Busta Rhymes around here. So if you recall, Busta Rhymes former assistant accused him of some things, okay, and was suing that man. And Busta Rhymes said, I didn't do nothing. Okay, I did not do nothing. He lied on me. I am innocent. Okay, while he accusing me of shit, I didn't do nothing. Okay, so Busta Rhymes fighting back after explosive claim made by his former assistant. 7 accusations are completely false and trying to destroy my name. Now, Busta Rhymes, I mean, he busting through stuff. So I don't know. Per hiphop.com and the defamation countersuit filed on October 13th in Brooklyn for the courts. Busta and his company Starbucks LLC denied allegations made by ex-assistants Dashiell Gables, who accused rapper of assault, underpayment, and creating a hostile work environment. It says, boom, there is all false. He didn't do nothing. He did not assault him. He did not batter him. He also did not force any employee to perform degrading tasks. The file claim by Gables said that the filing claim that Gables acted with actual malice by spreading fabricated stories, including one about an assistant allegedly unclogging the toilet with bare hands. What? First of all, no one can force me to unclog a toilet by hand. I don't touch my own toilet with my hand. I use, Clorox wipes, the scrubber. I'm not like, I've never put my hand in my own toilet. So why would I allow anyone to force me to clean a toilet with my girl? What? That's disgusting. To me, if someone did that, you nasty. No one can force me to, unless you put a gun to my head to do that. The moment I live through that, I'm suing you the next day. I'm going to the police station with the evidence on my hand, and I'm suing you immediately. Okay? Okay? The only way someone should do that is if someone say, either do this or you're dead. Okay? Don't die for the shit. Live. Live and then sue. So Busta Rhymes, if you did force someone to do that, you're nasty and we don't like you anymore. Oh, that's just, I'm like, who? Now where the plumber? Get a plumber. Let's get to Kim Kardashian. So Kim Kardashian was on the Call Me Daddy podcast, okay? And Kim got into some things with her and Kanye. Now, y'all know I am not a Kardashian fan, supporter. They all get on my nerves, okay? However, I do feel like the Kanye West that Kim married is not the Kanye West that Kim divorced. When Kanye got with Kim, Kanye was still like regular Kanye. He was a little bit extra, but nothing like the Kanye he was now. Okay, let's listen.
Can we talk about the state of you and Kanye's co-parenting relationship?
What do you think co-parenting with Kanye West is like?
Horrible. Because Kanye has already shown us that he is very much so a manic, diabolical, bipolar individual who you probably could never satisfy if they're in a manic mode. So I can't imagine having to try to be nice to him for your kids' sake, while also wanting to keep him away from your kids because he's insane.
Well, yeah, I guess that's what I'm curious. I'm wondering, how are you doing and how much is on you, Kim?
It's not easy. But I mean, I raise the kids, full time. They live with me, and I welcome a great, healthy relationship with my kids and their dad. And I think, you know, he knows that. I push for it all the time, but I also protect them when, you know, it's time for that, and it goes in waves and phases, and it's you know.
And I feel like Kim is still trying to protect not just Kanye, but protect her kids from how probably awful it's been co-parenting with him. And also, it's gonna sound harsh, it's gonna sound mean, but I also feel like I do wonder at what point did Kim realize Kanye is not mentally well? Because I always wonder, when you realize that your partner is not a well individual, do you want to keep bringing kids into that situation? I wonder if it was that until after they had, you know, because she I think she had surrogates for the last two kids for the last, I think she was pregnant with the first two herself. So I do wonder at what point did she realize, yeah, this ain't gonna work. I just hope it was after all the kids were here, because I do feel like when you know that he ain't right, I just don't understand having more children with someone who is, you know, cuckoo cheap.
A lot of work, but like I said earlier, like I have the best memories and the best relationship, you know, with my dad. And even like, I love that, you know, I see Tristan puts, you know, their kids to bed every night.
Look, I need y'all Kardashians to stop bringing up Tristan, because Tristan will ignore that one baby. So you can't be a good parent when you ignore one baby, because that baby did not ask to be born. So to me, if you're such a great hands-on dad with your other three children, please stop mentioning how great of a dad Tristan is, when y'all know for a fact he has made a choice to ignore that other baby. It's a choice. Telling that lady, I'm not going to be there. Yes, it was her decision to have a baby, but however, you can't be a great dad to three kids and ignore the fourth one. That to me, that does not make any sense.
And takes them to school every day when he's not, you know, in season. So I just welcome healthy relationships, but it's not easy.
When was the last time Kanye saw the kids?
That whole pause, I'm like, she doesn't really want to say it's been a long time. I think she was trying to say, damn, what can I say? Because it's been a while, bitch. Do I want to be fully truthful and give it to say it's been 6-7 months, or a little while?
Whenever he'll call for them and ask, it's probably been a couple months since we've heard from him.
What is sad, because we see Kanye out and about here and there. You know what I'm saying? And when you know that you have 4 children, to go, even if it's been 2, 3, because she's in a couple can mean 2, 4, 6, or whatever. Okay. How do you go 2 months? Let's just say 2, but how you go 2 months without having any kind of conversation or see your children?
But
how do you handle, because it's all on you in those moments, the disappointment, if any, from the kids? Like, how do you explain those moments to them?
A lot of work, but like I said earlier, like I have the best memories and the best relationship, you know, with my dad. And even like, I love that, you know, I see Tristan puts, you know, their kids to bed every night. There was just a lot of things that I wouldn't deal with, you know, like, I didn't like the feeling of like, you know, someone being like maybe talking bad about, my kids' grandmother, aunts, like all of those feelings.
Meaning we've seen Kanye West go at Chris and the sisters, which can be hurtful for sure. But I mean, your family has went at other people as well. So I get it. You want to protect your family. So you don't want anyone going at your family. But I'm not, girl, we don't even like her.
If someone feels that way, then, we shouldn't be together. Maybe airing out a lot of stuff, a lot of personal stuff, just not feeling safe, not even physically, just like maybe emotionally or even, financially, because you have, big ideas that financial things when it's like there was just a lot of things where I would like come home and we had like 5 Lamborghinis and I'd come home and they'd all be gone, if he was in an episode, and I'd be like, oh wait, where's all our cars? Like my new car. And it would be like, oh, he gave them away to all of his friends. And
coming home and finding out my husband gave away my new car, gave away my Lamborghini to his friends, will cause me to divorce him. Because not only that, I will ban his friends from our life. Because why would your friends even accept cars from you, and he got them from the house? So if you knew that these kinds of things were happening, we have to divorce. The first time I come home and I found out, first of all, that's crackhead behavior. But the first time I find out that you gave our car to your friends, bitch, what?
then I'd be like, huh, okay. And then I'd come home again, and at a different point, we had, 5 more Lamborghinis, and then I'd wake up in another episode and they'd all be gone again. And that time I was like, keep them, guys. Like, I don't know what to say, but
like, did y'all buy more Lamborghinis? Did he get more friends? So does his friends now have 2 Lamborghinis? I'm confused. But again, all of that to me screams divorce.
like, I never felt like I didn't know, what you're going to get when you wake up. And that's like a really unsettling feeling where I would like.
So she's still protecting him.
Anything about my children, I don't care what it is, that's hard for me to sit back and be like, come on, even just like, sharing stuff about them,
Yeah.
It is hard to sit back and when he says things about my mom, that's what's really hard for me, because she loves him. And to this day, like, still does, and is super, emotional about it and sad about it. And it was a big part of our lives, So, my kids, I say such positive things about their dad that like North had to say to me, Mom, I think you go upstairs and like, cry at night. Like, it's okay. Like, it's time to move on. You need to have a boyfriend now. Cause like, and I'm like, wait, anything about my
the fact that North like is aware that Kim is protecting her dad, because North is the oldest. So North probably has seen the most, and she's probably the most aware of Kanye's antics. So her probably realizing, Mom, you're bigging Dad up. Stop lying. Okay? We know Dad ain't shit. Okay? So please stop crying because you are trying to protect him. Move the fuck on. Move on. Okay? Because most times, once your kids get older and they realize, oh, you're protecting that man because you don't. And I am also a firm believer in sometimes the way a person is as a partner, as a husband or wife, they may not be bad as the mom or the dad. You know what I'm saying? So I do think in time when you do have they're a good parent, just a horrible, partner to you, it's okay to not ruin the image of them as dad or mom to the kids. Handle the adult shit between y'all. But I'm like, Kanye seemingly is a bad husband, partner, and a bad parent because he not even around the kids. And now you got 4 kids for this damn man who be on that bullshit. So again, 4 kids, 2 sons, 2 daughters, and North's the oldest. And she's probably realizing the bullshit now. That the youngest 3 probably won't get until later. It's North, Saint, is it Palm or Psalm? And then I think the youngest person is like Chicago. So, having the 4 kids is just horrible that North is like, Mom, it's okay. We know dad ain't shit. Okay, let's move on. Okay. Lastly, let's get to Nicki and we're done. We're 2 hours in. Nicki Minaj, where is she at? Is out here trolling, in my opinion. Cardi's album came out, did amazingly well. Again, I listen to Cardi's album just about every day. And I feel like Nicki could not handle Cardi's album doing well. And so Nicki made a choice, a decision.
That's suspicious.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's weird.
A decision to announce that she was putting out an album. Okay. She was on social media. Oh, I'm going to put out an album. It's coming in March. She did a 6-month pre-plan of an album 6 months from now and bloppy boop. Child, Nicki was lying. Okay. Nicki's fake ass album is now canceled because Nicki said, I'm not doing an album anymore. Okay. I'm not going to put out the album anymore. No more music. Hope you're happy now. And she tagged Jay-Z, Sean Carter. Bye, Barb. Love you for life. Girl, what no album? Nicki has been trolling. Nicki has been high, in my opinion. And she realized that, girl, don't nobody care. She then said they came begging the queen for a tour and album. And I said, nope. Laughed my ass off. Wanted to patch it up. They needed help from the queen of the Barbs. I called the Barbs on the secret Barb phone. Bitch, a secret Barb girl. And it was a resounding no. Just like the casino, Diddy, Sean. Because, girl, Jay-Z was trying to get a casino in New York and they said no. Let me find out you're going to let Desiree take the fall alone. I don't blame you. That ugly asshole bitch going to snitch anyway. You might as well beat her to it. Conspiracy, false imprisonment, civil rights violations, run. What? Hearing Desiree Perez talking about how she was begging for 40 mm and was told no was just whatever. Old broke nation, how you go so effing broke? Like who in their right effing mind was signed to you? No successful tours, but vibes and bots. So she now wants y'all to believe that she was, the album is done. And she posted this picture, this AI picture, child, of saying, I'm not going to put an album out. No, girl. Nicki with this whole secret bar conversation and the secret bar phone, someone said nobody has been begging for an album. I don't know who she is saying has been begging for an album. Okay. Even when you came out saying an album in 6, we all said 6 months, bitch, 6 months. We don't care. It wasn't me. It was Roman. I guess it was Roman. I don't know. But Nicki trying to convince us that she is saying doesn't make any sense. She's been tweeting and tweeting and tweeting because she's insane. Okay. They don't want me to put out music. Me winning makes them feel like they lost. They're right. However, it didn't have to be this way. Lots of people part ways in business. They know how successful my next album is going to be. Try to sign Wayne, Drake, me. So they keep wanting to take or stop my money simply because narcissists believe what you work hard for belongs to them. Fuming because they can't siphon any more energy, money, blessings, love, grace, joy, peace, the culture. No successful tours, just vibes and payola, casino. Again, girl, what the fuck are you talking about? If you feel, again, she just put up 21 hours ago, God, 6 barbs, 3, 27, 26. Girl. But that's your girl. To me, Nicki is spiraling out of her own legacy. It's a tumble down, down, down that she caused. And I really think Nicki thought, I'm going to say I'm going to put out an album. I think she thought the blogs that everyone would say, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And no one did. No one cared. Because Cardi's album was so good that Nicki's antics did not change the conversation. She then went on like a week binge. It wasn't me, it was Roman. That we all said, oh, she's crazy. She then connected Cardi to Rock Nation because she's beefing with them. Girl, what? And I've never seen someone who says someone owes me millions of dollars and she ain't filed not one lawsuit to get her money. She's saying that Us Weekly, where's that? She was saying that Us Weekly was right here. Which, dear Us Weekly in page 6, you just after yourselves. Meaning because that's who posted, oh, they're alleging that her house, her mansion or whatever, would be like seized to pay the $500K debt from that lawsuit. But the fact that you are Nicki Minaj and you don't have lawyers on standby, okay, to be sure that any lawsuit coming at you gets handled. There should have never been a default judgment because your team should have been on top of it. So that it's like you don't even have a team to help you do anything. Period. And somebody said, oh, the label told her if you want to put an album out, you have to pay for it. And that's why she said, oh, never mind. So, because if you're so powerful and you're so famous and you're the queen, why would you announce an album and then less than a month later say, oh, you know what? I'm not going to do an album. And I'm pretty sure tomorrow she'll say, oh, I'm down with that girl. Nicki is losing herself. Mainly because she don't know who she is. She's a character. Nicki is, this don't even look like Nicki. She showers that. This don't even look like her. So as much as she wants us to feel like she is in control, She is on it. She's, crossing all the T's and dotting her own I's. It gives off you in that house with that man and you don't know what to do with yourself. And you're just self-medicating, having these episodes. And your delusional fan base wants you to keep spiraling down. To me, is they her real fans or folks who hate her, who like to see her down bad? And not only that, I still wonder, why did you marry that man? She could have easily just been dating that man. You married someone on the sex offender list and had a baby with him. And ever since you got with him, your life has gone downhill. Your legacy has gone downhill. It's like you forgot that you are Nicki Minaj. That's what's insane. So keep tweeting foolishness. Keep seeming manic. Keep seeming like you're on drugs. Because the more you do that, you ruin your own shit. You ruin your legacy. And if you keep listening to these idiots who are telling you, girl, you're great, they're lying to you. You look stupid. You have no team. Or if you do, you're not listening to them. But I'm like, she can't have lawyers. I don't think she has any lawyers because, girl, how did the lawsuit get the default judgment? How are people using your credit cards? How? Because you over there and you don't have anyone helping you stay on track. And people may say, oh, Cardi ain't having these issues. Cardi go to court and she wins. Cardi, if Cardi gets sued, her lawyers show up. So anyone trying to compare and contrast, Cardi at least seems on the money, on the spots. Okay. But yeah. If y'all care, yeah, she not put a fake album. But who cancels a fake ass album? Nicki Minaj?
That's suspicious.
Yeah, it's funny.
That's weird.
We see your scheme, Nicki.
I mean, look.
Anyway, that's all I have for y'all today. Okay, if more stuff comes up tomorrow, we will be live tomorrow at 9 p.m. I'm pretty sure something will happen tomorrow for us to discuss a little bit. Okay, I hope y'all had a good time with me tonight. I had to go on with y'all. I'm going to go chillax, okay, and whatnot. Do not forget to like the video, to like and subscribe, share. I think on the replay, you can share it or hype it up. I don't know what that means, but folks keep saying hype it up, whatever. So yeah, on the watch 5 minutes on the replay, okay? Just watch 5 minutes and that's it. And then I appreciate it. Anyway, y'all, until tomorrow, okay, be good, be safe up in these streets and whatnot. Okay, I will talk to y'all tomorrow. I love you all. I gotta go. Bye.